つ興味津々勢いよポケナビ持って準備完了先手必勝油断大敵やる気満々意気投合
Hello everybody, this is Tyrone the Guy 3. Welcome to part 8 of my LP of Emerald version. And in this part, we're going to mostly do some training. Now I know our second gym is right there, but we're not ready for him. Yep, the truth is cold. Dewford Hall, everyone informs exchange. Well, what we're going to do is that we're going to do our first mission, which is to give the letter to Steven. Now, in theory, if we give the letter to Steven, then we could just leave this place and come back later. But chronologically, it wouldn't make sense because our second badge is here. We're going to do a bit of training, too, while we're here. Whoops. Yeah, we're going to do a bit of training while we're here. So, let's start. What do people do if they need to go to a washroom? With my rod's hook. What if my rod hook's a big one while I'm in the washroom? I can't go. I just can't go. Or whatever. Ew. I'm pretty sure you can let a fish go so that you can use the restroom. I mean, it's not that serious. But whatever. And we're introduced to the freaking pain of water Pokemon. Tentacool. Tentacool is annoying to most people. Mostly due to the fact that it's the only Pokemon you usually find while you're surfing in the water. It's like the Zubat of the water, basically. But overall, Tentacool, I'm sort of like Tentacool because of the typing that it is. It's a water/poison type. That's really rare in the Pokemon world, even with all 649 Pokemon that we have out now. I don't even think there's a lot of water/poison types. So I actually I have some respect for Tentacool, and it has really high special defense when it evolves into Tentacruel. So yeah, all in all, I would recommend it. It's a decent Pokemon. Which do you prefer, fishing in the sea or the stream? That's a tough one. Stream is easier to get to, while the sea probably has more fish. Oh, anyway, he sends out a Magikarp. We've dealt with these before. We can take this out. This will be no problem. One hit KO. Yeah. Oh, and I'm well aware that back at Rustboro, we left behind some trainers that were possible to battle. And there was an area where we can use cut. I might end up like battling. I don't want to do any battles off screen in this Let's Play because I want everything to be recorded from the Let's Play. So I really don't want to off screen that battle. But what I might end up doing is like they'll probably be like, we'll go back for them. Yeah, let's just say we'll end up going back for them. We'll probably end up going back for them before we head to our next island. After I get done with Dewford, we can defeat him. Because one, I can't remember where Cut is. So if anybody can remember where Cut is, leave it in the comment section. Because that is one of the issues I have with that. I can't remember. Crap, I registered Fisherman Elliott. I have no choice but to register certain people. They register themselves in this game. I can't like offer it. But anyway, yeah. Okay. And we are in Granite Cave. Hey you, it's getting awfully dark ahead. It'll be tough to explore. That guy who came by earlier, Steven, I think it was, he knew how to use Flash, so he ought to be alright. But, well, for us hikers, helping out those that we meet is our motto. Here you go, I'll pass this on. And we get a Flash, but we can't use the Flash until we've beaten the gym leader. So, but I'm mostly using this cave for training right now, so training purposes. There's a Geodude. So if you want to catch Geodude on your first go, then there you go. Yeah, I might end up battling them later on. They won't be as much of a challenge because my Pokemon are freaking pumped by that point. But it will be good to go and explore those spots. And if anybody can figure out how the heck do I get cut, leave it in the comment section because I forgot. Oh, and there's an Abra. Abra's a, we can go over Abra. Abra is a Generation 1 Pokemon. It's very known to be one of the most annoying Pokemon in all the Pokemon-based games, and that's the main reason why. Abra pretty much teleports, so there's no point in battling it unless you're absolutely sure that you're gonna one-hit KO it. And it also, like, if it becomes a pain to catch, because if you screw up, then you know it's gonna teleport out of it. And we're also introduced to the Hoenn types fighting Pokemon, Makuhita, 3rd generation Pokemon that evolves into Hararama, which is a pretty good fighting type, if you ask me. It's well balanced out. It's strong. It's got a lot of health. It can hold its own in battle. Yeah, it has a lot of health, a lot of attack power, and a lot of defense. Not very fast because it's supposed to represent a sumo wrestler. But if you ask me, yes, we learn Wing Attack. That's one of the staple moves we're gonna need in order to beat this gym leader. Yeah, that'll make our gym leading battle a lot easier. We're gonna see. Ooh, we got Super Potion. That's good too. What I'm doing now, basically, I'm just introducing each of the Pokemon into the that are in the cave. Because I know new Pokemon are in here. Yeah, we already got introduced to Geodude, so his fight means nothing to us. So, yeah, we can't see a thing except for this small little circle. I actually admit, I didn't have a Pokemon learn Flash during my first go-around of this. What ended up happening was that I literally found my way out. Ooh, we were so close to one-hit KOing it. I literally found my way out by just using this little source of light that they offered me. I mean, come on, this thing pretty much reveals the trail. Might as well use it. And it's Aron. Aron's a steel slash... Correct me if I'm wrong. Steel slash rock type Pokemon or steel slash ground. One of them. I know it's a very defensive and offensive Pokemon, actually. So, it's not a good idea to use physical attacks on it, because this thing's defense is freaking huge. It's a really powerful Pokemon, too. Yeah, this thing's actually giving us a lot of trouble. And you know what? I know exactly what I'm going to do. Ooh, I didn't think it'd be like that. Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. Oh, Jesus Christ. We'll try again. Oh, and I should probably go ahead and, yeah, I already introduced, yes, we caught it, awesome. Yeah, we got a new member to our team, everybody, Aron. Aron is already explained as a really defensive steel-typed Pokemon that's it's steel part something, and we will get that, but right now I'm going to nickname this thing. I'm going to name him, Ironsides. I don't know why I nicknamed him that. I felt like we needed a new Pokemon on our team. Ironsides. And normally, I'm against catching Pokemon that eventually become Potasudos. Oh, and it's a female, by the way. And Steel Rock. I was right the first time. So yeah, it's a Steel Rock type Pokemon. It has Rock Head, which prevents the recoil damage. It evolves in a Lauron, which is more defensive and more of a pain. Then it evolves into the Pseudo or Persuado or whatever, however you pronounce it. Anyway, it evolves into a very, very, very powerful Pokemon, Aggron, at the very end. And Aggron, I think, is the name of is one of the name of the chemical elements or bonds or whatever. That would make sense considering that this thing is a certain type of metal. But yeah, I wanted to add a new Pokemon to our team, so we're going to welcome Ironsides to the group. Now, our Pokemon are injured, so I'm going to leave out, then come back, and it'll be a training session. But for safety, we are going to put Trizzard in the front. And while I'm headed back, I'll just ask a few questions. Like, oh, there's Zubat, by the way. We can introduce Zubat. Zubat is a Generation 1 Pokemon, very annoying in caves because it always appears. Pretty much like Tentacle, only in caves, not in waters. Zubat usually has a bad habit of confusing you while you're in a cave, too, to make it not in a cave. It has a bad habit of using Supersonic to confuse you to make you hit yourself. This thing is a pain. However, I do like Zubat for the one fact that its evolutionary state, Crobat, is like the coolest. It's more of in my opinion, one of the coolest flying / poison type Pokemon. I really like Crobat, and in fact, he's on my Soul Silver team. Yeah, he's on my Soul Silver team. Crobat's really fast and really dangerous. It's probably one of the best Pokemon that I've had on any of my teams. And Trizzard's getting a butt kick, so I'm gonna have Zagza go and kill him. And Zubat is a very fast Pokemon, which is why I'm surprised Zagza was able to outspeed it. And with that, we have taken care of business. Oh my god, I should probably just use the Repel. Yeah, we're gonna run from this battle, and I'm gonna use the Repel and then heal my Pokemon. And while I'm doing this, I just want to ask, Saturday, yeah, it was Saturday. Saturday was the, last Saturday, mind you, was the release of 2 of the first episodes of Pokemon Best Wishes, or in the English version, it's called Pokemon Black and White. And I just wanted to know what your opinions are about it. I'll heal my Pokemon and meet up back. And I'm back. Honestly, I think that I watched Best Wishes a lot. I watched the Japan version a lot. So honestly, I think it's I really like Best Wishes. It's a good it's really an improvement when you compare it to its Diamond and Pearl counterpart. Because Diamond and Pearl was, I don't want to say it was bad. It's just, Diamond and Pearl was boring. Out of all the Pokemon seasons that we've gone through so far, I have to honestly say that Diamond and Pearl was the most boring to me. I mean, seriously. Diamond and Pearl was just flat out boring. That's what its problem was. And what Best Wishes is, Best Wishes gives you that feeling back, gives you the enthusiasm, the spirit that you had from when you first watched Pokemon. It has something about it that makes Pokemon a lot easier to watch. And that's personally one of the reasons that I like Best Wishes. Now, as far as the American dub, they actually did pretty... Wow, I can't escape only for him to escape. Seriously? Now, as far as the American dub, they've done one thing wrong, or 2 things wrong, I think. Yeah, 2 things wrong. However, they've done everything else right. I will give the English dub this. They did put in, they gave Iris a really good voice. And that's a lot to say from me. Because honestly, I hated Dawn's voice. I really, really, really hated Dawn's voice. I mean, honestly, her voice is one of the most annoying voices to me. And like, probably it's not the fact that it's annoying. I would rather have annoying versus whatever voice she had. The problem with Dawn's voice is that it was plain. She had one of the most bland voices I've ever heard. If you're the female sidekick of Ash, you have to have some prop. You have to have something that makes me want to bother looking at you. And I don't mean like that. I mean like in the show. If I have a code in anime or in any show I watch, period. If you don't give a crap, then why should I? And Dawn didn't. Her voice didn't give a crap. Dawn's attitude in general didn't give a crap. She was so boring. While Iris is swinging on vines and dodging, she's freaking dodging. She like dodged the freaking stampede of kindergarten by jumping directly on top of a pole. She has a lot of spirit. She's just more, and she's more acrobatic. And her voice in the English dub is actually pretty well when you compare it to Dawn's voice. She sounds like she actually gives a crap about what's going on in the journey. She reminds me of Misty a little bit with her tomboyish-like attitude. And we are introduced to another Pokemon in the Hoenn region. In this cave is Sabely. Sabely is a ghost/dark type Pokemon, which technically means this thing has no weaknesses. So, and it's resistant to certain attacks. It's resistant to normal attacks, fighting attacks, I think ghost attacks, and psychic attacks. Yeah, it makes the thing very useful in battle, actually. However, the downside, and I'm guessing it's because he has no weaknesses, he hasn't evolved. It has not been an evolved form for Sabely yet. So Sabely would make a decent Pokemon of some sort. However, due to the fact that it doesn't have a weakness, makes it one of the more shaky. It makes it one of the more Pokemon you really don't care to catch because its stats are relatively low, but it does have the advantage of not having a weakness. So if you EV train this thing in defense and special defense, this thing will last a pretty long time in battle because it has no weaknesses. Yeah, I'm using one of my potions. I'm planning to be in this Granite Cave for a while, actually. I want to be in the cave solely for the fact that, one, I want to get training done, and two, I want to find Steven without the use of the Flash, because I really don't need it. And two, I really don't want to catch another Pokemon and use it as an HM slave just to get something that I could have gotten ages ago. I mean, could have gotten without much effort. Anyway, back to best wishes. Yeah, Black and White. The one bad side that the English dub did was the opening. The opening sucks. They butchered the opening. If you listen to the opening in Japan, if you listen to Best Wishes opening, then listen to Black and White's English dub opening, you will be sick because they butchered it so badly. It's like awful. There's no other word to describe it. There's no other word to be in its place. It's awful. Let's just put it like that. It's downright flat awful. I hate the song. And like it's sad too because the English dub before Pokemon USA got the license, and 4Kids had the license, which is weird. I know 4Kids actually did something right. Whoops, I went the wrong freaking way. Before they got the license, they actually did a good job with the opening. All of the openings that 4Kids had were good openings for Pokemon. which is shockingly weird to see 4 kids actually do something right. But sadly, the only thing they actually did right was Pokemon. Another good thing about it is that they brought back Who's That Pokemon. I mean, yeah, it's not as enthusiastic as it used to be, but it's good to see that they brought it back. I mean, yeah, because we haven't had a Who's That Pokemon in a while, and like, personally, it's for like, I like it just for nostalgic reasons, not for any particular reason. It's just nice to see something like that be on it. Japan version doesn't have that. They just have a cutscene of Ash, Pikachu, Iris, and Dent, or as he'll be called, Cillian in this dub. They have a little slideshow of them doing something, and then it goes straight to the commercials or whatever. While ours has Who's That Pokemon, which is a nice little drawback to the past. It really gets you in the spirit. The dubs are good. Like I said, Iris' voice, I love it. It sounds much better. Professor Juniper's voice is very good too. They did an excellent job on her. She sounds exactly what I wanted her to sound. Ash, Sarah Natachini, that's Ash's voice actor, by the way. Let's just put it this way. I like Ash's old voice actor, Veronica Taylor. It's as simple as that. I'm not gonna say any other thing besides that. I just like Ash's old voice actor, because I won't say it's completely her fault or anything, but she just makes Ash sound a little bit more boring than he's supposed to sound. And it's not her fault. It's just she can't do what another actor can. We've all seen that's a situation I think we can all cope with. She just can't do what the other actor did. And the other actor did a good job in Ash's voice. No shame in it. I'm not saying she's a bad voice actor either. She does her job good, well, and she's getting better. But she's gotten better since Battle Frontier, where it was a complete change, and my mind was like all flopped and turned around. I was like, what the heck is going on? So yeah, it's not terrible, and I'm glad she took the time to actually do Ash's voice, because if she didn't, then Pokemon would be screwed. I mean, in America. So it's good to see that she took the time out. Ash's rival, which is Shooty, or Trip in the English though, and I like that name, Trip. So far, he sounds like Barry, only toned down, which is pretty good. It's kind of nice. Which is weird, because the voice actor really likes Barry as one of Ash's rivals. I've seen it in a YouTube video. And we're going to stop it right here. Trizzard just leveled up too. It's cool. Yeah, we're going to stop the part right here. We caught Ironsides, our new Pokemon. We battled some new Pokemon. Seen some new Pokemon in this cave here. And we'll continue our search for Steven. So that is it, everybody. See you all in the next part.
興味津々意気揚々